Hello everybody, it's me, Evil Pinely. I haven't posted in a week and a half, which might be the longest I've been slacking. Anyways, who cares? In the past, I did this video. Can you see it on the screen right next to my head? Almost like magic. How it can make a video thumbnail appear next to my head. Etsy's sewing pattern scandal. That video was crazy. Basically, it's a video about how, now because of AI and whatnot, people are selling these like sewing pattern books with like, here's 100,000 sewing patterns. Here's 100,000 sewing patterns in one PDF. And it's gonna cost $1. And because all these are AI generated, when people actually put the sewing patterns together, they get the thing on the other side. I hope I'm still pointing at the correct thing. Look, this person just made a rag. They were trying to do a Little Red Riding Hood kind of thing, and they made just a rag. Little rag. A month later, we went over how Etsy also has a crochet pattern scandal. This is kind of what's advertised of what you can do with the crochet pattern, and this is the result. The line looks like shit. Anyways, I thought this is it. I thought that my 2 videos put an end to this thing, but clearly not. Because today, these goddamn book spammers have tackled one more kind of craft. The beautiful art of stained glass. So typically, the way you make stained glass, stained windows, you cut pieces of colored glass and you put them in a pattern and then you stick them together. And, you know, often you stick them together via soldering. Here's a little video to show you what that looks like. This from this account, Mars Static. So they have the pattern. Pay attention to this. You have to make sure all the cuts are possible to cut/grind. Angles and such and so forth and such and etc. Wow, look at this. After tracing the design onto stick paper, cut and attach the stickers to the sheet of glass you pick the color for and cut them out. You grind the pieces down. You paint the pieces down. You get a face. This is so cool. Should I get into this? I mainly make stuff out of cardboard. Completely different medium. Way easier medium. They apparently do commission, so if you want something, you know, you can check this stuff out. So often, similar to the crochet pattern or the sewing pattern, people will go on Etsy to buy their stained glass pattern, you know, just to kind of make sure that it's actually, you know, makeable, you know? So here we see an example of that. So this stained glass pattern costs £5 or like $6 or $7. Delete that. So here we go. You buy the pattern off of them and then you get to make it yourself. It's very, very fun. But again, like we said with all the other ones, something's afoot. Something's been happening. So I'd say you're scrolling through Etsy and you're like, well, you know, I can buy one pattern for £5. But then you keep scrolling and then you're like, well, should I really buy that? Or should I buy 150 patterns for 20? So yeah, basically the strat is spam the website with AI patterns. Spam it, because it doesn't cost them anything to make. They don't test these designs out, obviously. They just go to like Claude or whatever, and they just get to spam that out. They even pay for ads, which then, you know, makes it so Etsy shows this above other things, above other actual like home-tested, homemade patterns. And yeah, recently the website has just been absolutely swarmed by these things. This very much looks like AI, getting harder to tell over time, but you know, just looks like the way AI spits out text and whatnot. So now, like we said, instead of buying one thing for £5 or $6 or $7, delete that. But there's even more. You can buy a bundle of 2,000 stained glass patterns for, not for $20, not for $15, for $5. So obviously, a lot of this is gonna be shit. And ultimately, it's gonna push actual people who make things out of the website. I've done a whole video about this on my main channel. The way AI and spam has kind of been winning over on Etsy is I don't know, pretty rough to look at. This has 6 reviews, so I have 3 1 stars and 3 5 stars, almost not to create a conspiracy, but almost as if someone was like, okay, I need to like make 3 accounts to give myself good reviews. But that is genuinely just a theory. I don't know for a fact. All pretty much repeats. AI would do that. Yep. I don't see any patterns to do any of the stained glass. The link doesn't work, buyer beware. So am I led to believe that the other people actually liked it? Great bundle, lots to choose from. Great store, will be using them again. So that's, I guess they said the items are stunning. So maybe this one is a real person, which is why they responded to it. Who knows? What a disgusting image. Why choose this 2,000 plus, more than 2,000, stained glass bundle? Unmatched variety. Can we bring that review on the screen that said that they have too many repeats? All pretty much repeats. AI would do that. Yep. Professional quality. So the magnifying glass, as I guess, is meant to make you believe that they've actually inspected every single thing here. All 2,000 of them. Instant organized access, multi-format compatibility. This is a very high-tech PDF file. This is you get floral patterns, you get a landscape or whatever, you get just random shit. Animal designs. So how does it work? You purchase, you then click a link, which one person said doesn't work. Download and get free weekly updates forever. Forever. Ooh, I love this certification. This certification grants you the use to use this in your business. Yeah, imagine getting copyright claim. You didn't make any of this. Imagine building one of these, it barely works. You put it up in your business or whatever, and then someone goes and like sues you. Oh, it's got the official trusted authorized seal. It's both trusted and authorized? That's very rare. That's a rare breed of a random piece of paper. So yeah, often there's just all these cases of people trying to make these things, and as we suspected, all of us, it does not go well. So let's read this review. This is of a different one. Dragonfly stained glass pattern. This is a reference to the famous movie Alien Cake. This is, they were actually making stained glass of the character Dragonfly from the movie Alien Cake from 3 years ago or whatever. The photo is misleading. The pattern isn't quite the same, and only when making it do you realize. The photo shows stock in between the wing, but the pattern just has a random line. Also, the photo has the dragonfly's wing on top of the leaf, but the pattern has the leaf cut into 3 parts. I don't fully want to. I really appreciate their attempt at making me fully understand the whole situation, but my assessment is that it's not a whole leaf as it is in the photo, same as the stock, so can't cut the pattern to look in the photo is representing this pattern. Or in other words, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys. So this video is from Night Bloom Glass. My first big disappointment as a beginner stained glass artist.
So y'all know I'm a beginner. I have been working on this awesome stained glass pattern for many days now, and I realized I was having trouble cutting this piece and this piece. It just kept breaking. It broke multiple times. Look at all the glass I wasted. For my globe, turns out it is an AI generated pattern and it is not possible. So I have to make adjustments.
It sucks. It sucks because ultimately, you'll be spending money. And, this person seemingly didn't know they were buying an AI thing. Maybe you're buying it because you're seeing, it has 100 patterns. That's cool. Something that I can do for a while. And then it just ends up wasting so much material, so much money on just making shit that can't be made. A couple added lines and it's not a lost cause. The stained glass community is incredible. Hey guys, can we all have it? Can we all have a round of applause in the comments for the stained glass community? Can every single person in the comments, every single person watching this video, even if you never leave a YouTube comment, can you give me one good experience you've had with someone from the stained glass community? If you never had one, make one up. And subscribe. Also do that, please. Oh my gosh, so frustrating. Yeah, those sharp cuts are almost impossible without a saw. I'm sorry, hoping you can salvage the pattern. I definitely did. Woo! The stained glass community wins once again. Shout out to the stained glass community. Keep on rocking in the free world and doot-doodle-loot. So let's look at this. Some patterns have pieces that don't quite make sense, but it's a good variety for the price and includes a lot of stunning patterns. Yeah, it's a good variety for the price because no one had to do work to get that many things. Variety is impressive when a lot of people work to achieve that variety, Now, a good way to tell that no person took care of any of this stuff whatsoever is going to the account of some of these, just go to the account, the account of these Etsy accounts. And if you do so, you'll see that many of them are behind many patterns of random shit. 390 stained glass bundle for a little over £1. Same price for 100 leather wallet patterns bundle. 600 sublimation designs bundle. Let's look at the pictures here. Look at that lion. Listen, even before AI, how are people still making lions that look like that? Like one of those lions, it's just like, I've seen these at an Airbnb or a cheap hotel. There's just a lion and it's made out of paint, like different paint stuff, and it looks like crap. How is that still a thing? How is that still a popular design? 100 embroidery design bundle. Now, this doesn't come out of nowhere. There are people out there that just their thing is to try and teach people how to make these.
Hi everyone, I am doing this video to do a quick tutorial.
So it's just a tutorial showing you how to copy paste things, really. Ask AI to make the thing and then paste it into Canva and then you have a book. And you can sell it for $1, hope for the best, Undersell the people who are actually making things. And you can get an AI generated wedding sign as well. So that's cool. So this video is from this account right here, from Grace.
I'm the stained glass artist, and I
Who's
want
a stained glass artist.
how AI is hurting the stained glass creative space. Number 1. We're calling out Etsy. Everyone knows how frustrated artists are with Etsy allowing AI all over their platform. And this includes the stained glass space. Etsy has become flooded with AI patterns.
Look at this. Look at all this shit.
AI does not quite understand how glass works and creates patterns that are not physically possible to do. So newer artists that are not familiar with how patterns work may end up buying a pattern that they just can't straight up do.
So yeah, that's a pretty good explanation. If you're new to the thing, it's way harder to detect what's bullshit and what's a shape that's pretty much impossible to do with glass.
I know this issue is not even limited to stained glass. I've heard that crochet artists have had the same issue with AI crochet patterns that are...
I've heard about this as well, actually, too. And if you're wondering why this is impossible, 2Cats Creative has made a video explaining it.
It's impossible to make on 2 different fronts, the holes in the mushroom and the rays of the sun. This curve is also hard, but it's not impossible. Glass isn't going to cut this deep of a curve. It's going to want to break along
the path of least resistance.
So you're not going to be able to have that pink piece whole because...
Yeah, just doesn't work. And there's also all these stories of people will post their own artwork. It'll be fed through AI, like Grace said, and then just pretty much just stolen to be sold on the internet. As a way to kind of fight back against this, people have started labeling their patterns as AI-free. 50 stained glass patterns, AI-free. Hey, f***ing Etsy won't give people a good label for this stuff. I guess you gotta just do it yourself. All our stained glass patterns are not AI generated. Each design is created by a real person with care and thoroughly tested to ensure every piece is able to be easily cut without a ring saw. So that's pretty nice. Thank you guys for watching this video. My goal is to reach 100 million subscribers, so make sure you subscribe right now, and maybe one day I will be a stained glass pattern?